All right, so now it's recording. Great. So here's what we're gonna do here today, guys. We're gonna be here for about 45 minutes, so about an hour, right? Um, you know, there's a couple of things that I want to talk about, but what I want to know really quickly is, since this is a mastermind group, and because you guys all are from different walks of life, you guys are running your business a little differently, then you guys are doing different things. What I want to know is, what exactly, right now, how was your week? Number one. Number two, I want to know, where you are in your business. How you doing with your business, right? What are some of the challenges that you see you're finding yourself coming across, right? Because at the end of the day, look, listen, we all come across challenges, right? If you're not coming across challenges, then you're not taking any action, you're not doing anything, right? At the end of the day, you're not coming across any challenges. You got to ask yourself, what am I doing throughout my day? Am I not doing enough, right? And so that's what we'll start off. We'll start off with what's going on, Mr. Whatever It Takes. So Whatever It Takes is here in the building, in the building. I love that guy. All right, cool. So we're gonna get started with, we'll get started with Josh, right? I'm not sure. We got Nick and Ophi. I'm not sure who that is, right? But we'll get started with Josh, man. So how was your week, okay? And just share with me, some of the wins, okay? Because small wins are so important, right? You got to treasure the small wins, okay? You got to treasure the small wins. Look, listen, I'll be completely honest with you, okay? Look, there's times. Okay, there's times in my life where sometimes I get in the funk. We all get into this thing called the funk. Okay, the fastest way to get out of it is by looking at the things that you have and just start being grateful for the things that you have. Sometimes what we normally do as human beings is that we put so much emphasis on what's not happening in our life, on the lack versus the things that are actually happening in our life. And small things do count for eventually big things, because in order for you to do anything big, big things happen from you constantly doing little small wins, right? So Josh, share with us your week, share with us some of the small wins that you had, and what you would like to learn today here.
My week was good because every week's a blessing, so I can't complain there. I've been continuing to work on my business and doing webinars and whatnot, and focusing on my leads and doing follow-ups. I did actually get a coaching opportunity where I got $100 so that I could coach someone until they get their complete funnel set up. So that was a win for me. And I think my struggle is just the leads or the list I have right now. I keep following them up probably about twice a day, and
Okay.
I haven't seen any. I've seen them click my emails. I've seen them open it up. But I've had my survey attached to it. No one's filled it out, so I'm just kind of curious as to where in that step that I might be going wrong.
Yeah. Okay. So, all right. So you made some money this week, right? You created someone's funnel. Okay, that's awesome, dude. That's awesome. Okay, I want you to share with everyone how you're doing that, how you're making money as you're learning, right? Because before you get into it, right? I'm just gonna jot this down. So you made money, $100, right? Now, and you said that the biggest problem that you're having right now is you're emailing people, you're having them, they're not filling out the survey, right? They're not filling out the survey, right? Which we're gonna talk about, because I think Anna, I'm not sure if Anna's here, but maybe she is, maybe she's not. Okay, but Anna actually, I think I'm on Anna's list, and she sent me a blast. She sent me her survey, and she just sent a survey. It was from SurveyMonkey. It wasn't really an email, so it wasn't very personable. But you're sending emails. They're clicking on it, but they're not filling out the survey. Okay, I'm gonna show you how to get them to fill out the survey. I'm gonna show you guys how to do that right now. Okay, but before I do, right, we have Mr. RG2. Okay, he's over there in the corner. This guy just got a promotion. Okay. This guy looks like a killer back there, and just messing around, dude. Okay, cool. So RG2, what we're doing really quickly is we're talking about how our week was, okay? Some of the wins that we had in our business, okay? And then we're also talking about what are some of the challenges that we're experiencing in our business that you would like help on. So then we can talk about that. So before we get there, we're gonna go to Ophi and Nick. Nick, are you there? Ophi and Nick, I'm not sure if you guys are there, but if you are, unmute yourself. If you're not, I don't know. If you're taking care of the kids, I'm not sure what you're doing back there. All right, there you go.
Taking care of the kids.
Okay, cool. Yeah. All right, so really quickly, man, just share with us some of the victories in your business, okay? And then share with us what's the challenge that you're coming across this week, so then we can talk about that.
The biggest victory was hosting that first webinar training. Like I said, I don't even know if I had anyone live, but just the fact of doing it, once I got done, it was amazing. I'm stoked and pumped to do another one now. Once you get that first one out of the way, the nerves are kind of gone. So that was cool. I'm super stoked about that. So that's my win. I think it's a big win because I want to do a bunch more of them now.
Okay.
Um, as far as the struggle, I seem to have a problem when I'm chatting with people and reaching out to them, and they actually start engaging, getting to that point where I'm like actually inviting them to fill out a survey or bring up the opportunity for the coaching. I'm missing that like segue point, and I that's where I seem to be messing it up a lot.
Okay, I'm going to show you how to do that. It's so simple, okay? It's so simple, and it's going to be so straight up, okay? So you hosted your first webinar, which is awesome. Now you can use that for multiple things. You can use that to send it to your list as a lead magnet, whatever you want to use it for. So we're going to talk about these things here in just a second, okay? Let's go to Tessa. I'm not sure if you're still eating, Tessa, but if you can share with us some of the victories in your business, and then share with us what's a couple of challenges that you're encountering in your business that you'd like help with?
Well, yeah, I've not been working much on my business for the past week, because I had some stuff going on. But now everything is settled again, and I was the only thing I did last week was just promoting a webinar of someone else, and I'm affiliate with his product. So whatever you sell the product, I would get a commission. So it got me some free leads on Facebook. So that was pretty excited. People were really engaging with the content. So that's pretty cool because now people see that that I shared with them a great webinar for free, and I got the opportunity to buy something, and so they now understand that I am that I'm serious and that I share some great stuff. So this afternoon I had someone actually spamming me, and I said, well, you can do better on Facebook, just sending people a link, like copy paste message. And he said, oh yeah, well, can you learn me about that? So that's funny. So people are asking all of a sudden out of nowhere for me, but that's because I'm now getting focused on that for my help. So for me, that's a breakthrough already, because like I told you before, I was not confident about the fact that I can actually teach people things because I'm not sure about if I have enough knowledge. And then someone showing up and ask me for my advice, just like that, because I said something back about their message. Because most of the time I ignore those messages, and I got a conversation, and I helped someone just giving them a few tips on stuff like that.
Okay, beautiful. Okay, yeah, okay. So you got a couple of leads. You promoted a webinar that you paid. You paid for a product. You're an affiliate with the product, and you got some leads from Facebook. You're starting to get more engagement. People are taking you serious. And you're developing this confidence that you are worthy, that you can teach valuable stuff, and that people need to pay you in order for you to work with them, instead of you having to do anything. That's awesome. That's really good stuff. Thank you for sharing. So what would be maybe one thing that you would like more help with, or maybe I know that now that you're back in the game, something that you would like to make sure that you start rolling in your business a little bit more?
I'm seeing a lot of cool stuff that you're sharing already, and other people, and I would like to get more, learn more about the webinar stuff like that, and how I just can put people onto my webinar, and so give people value information, and like the stuff that you're doing. So that's what I'm and I've seen your video about it. So.
Okay.
I'm ready to learn and to see other people in our mastermind doing the same thing. So I'm also learning from their experience. So that's very, very cool.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Okay, so everybody's like really hooked on the webinars, right? That's awesome. Here's what I can tell you. One thing I'm going to tell you is I sponsor like 136 people in 120 days from Instagram mostly. Okay, from webinars. Some of them bought from my email, some of them bought from autopilot sales in the funnel. But webinars are powerful because if you get them to show up to a webinar, right, you're pretty much, they already have one foot in the door. It doesn't matter if you suck at the webinar. They're basically, they've responded to your marketing. They've registered. They've actually showed up on time, right? So you have to also understand that webinars is putting your leads through a process that will give you a quality lead. So if you're taking notes, write that down because there's a process when you're doing webinars. Think about it. They have to register, then they have to basically take the time out to make sure they show up. Then they have to stick around to the end of the webinar, right? And if they do that, it doesn't matter what you're selling, you'll get them to buy it if you do a good enough job. So I know a lot of us are having trouble with the membership site. I apologize. Again, I'm not the most technical person. I've just about almost pulled my hair out with ClickFunnels. But I'm going to definitely keep working on that. But in there, okay, if you guys are still having trouble, you guys haven't seen the webinar training that I did, I just watch it. I basically go over the presentation formula and how you don't have to wing webinars anymore. You don't have to hope and hope that you do a good webinar. If you follow that webinar presentation, I promise you, you're gonna inoculate it. And here's what's gonna happen. Okay, let me tell you what's gonna happen. Your first webinar, you may not have no one there. Okay, but here's what's gonna happen. It's gonna force you. You're gonna get so angry because you're gonna create like a killer presentation. It's gonna be amazing, and then you're gonna be like, holy cow, I'm talking to a freaking wall. No one's here. What the hell? You know, and it's gonna get you so angry. You know, kind of like when you know, like for example, you know, you take a look at Michael Jordan, and Michael Jordan's a legend. He just became a billionaire, right? And he got cut from his high school team. Like Michael Jordan, a 6-time MVP or 6-time champion, like this guy was amazing. He's a legend, right? This guy goes home, locks himself in the room, and cries. And then he becomes obsessed. He becomes freaking obsessed with becoming the best. That's what's gonna happen when you do webinars. When you start creating these killer presentations, it's gonna freaking upset you that no one shows up, that you're actually gonna put a better effort into marketing your webinars, okay? So watch that training. The second thing is if you're gonna have webinars, have weekly webinars. And here's the reason why. You're gonna condition your list, you're gonna condition your followers, your prospects to keep showing up every week. Okay, every week they'll show up. They'll come a point where they'll start looking for it. And if you don't do it, they'll message you. Hey, are you doing a webinar, man? I was just, you know, you've been doing them every week. I didn't see you do one last, you know, they'll put you in check. You're conditioning. So this is, you know, when you start doing weekly patterns, you begin to start conditioning your followers that you're having something every week. And that's powerful because that gives you an opportunity to sell something every week. Is there a good time or a bad time to do webinars? You know what? No, you can do webinars whenever you want. Because here's the deal, right? People will make time for the webinars that you have based on how you're promoting them. So, like, if it's really good, trust me, people will make time for it. If they're not interested, it doesn't matter what time you put it on. It doesn't matter if it's the best time, they won't show up. It's like anything in life. People sometimes they say they don't have money to go black. They say they don't have money to spend thousands of dollars. But then if something happens to them, or they need something, or they go from wanting to needing something, they'll make a way. And it's the same thing. So don't get so hung up on when you want to do it, what time you want to do it. But the times that I normally do it is 6:15 p.m. Eastern and 8:15 if you got 8 o'clock if you guys want to know anything about that. So watch that webinar training because I basically outlined the entire thing, and I also share with you the platform that I use and the presentation. The presentation website that I create these webinars from, and it's free. It said you don't have to you can create these presentations for free. You don't have to buy PowerPoint. So really quickly, we got really quickly. I know I went on a little rant there, but we got RG2, then we got Mr. Whatever It Takes. So RG2, what's up, man? Share with us some of your victories and share with us one thing. You know, some of the challenge that you're going through in your business that you'd like to have more clarity on, so you can break through next week.
Am I unmuted?
Yeah, you're good now. You're good. You're good to go.
Okay. All right. I've been building up my my Facebook once again. again with my reach. My reach is just basically skyrocketed since I, restarted doing that once again with my Facebook marketing. And I'm not really doing anything out of the ordinary. I'm just doing stuff that involves my passion. I'm posting videos and pictures and whatnot. I'm basically just reaching out to all the Mustang fans out there, and just having a good time with it. And now I actually have a thing I do daily. So every single day is like a special day. And then so you have like Free for All Friday, or like Throwback Thursday, something like that. And I've also been continuing to do my solo ad training videos. And it's funny how each time I do this, not only the better I get at it, but the more detailed I get within the training, and the more videos that I actually feel like I need to shoot to make this thing as detailed as possible without, making their heads spin with information.
Dude, that's awesome, man. That is awesome, dude. That's really good stuff. So your Facebook reach has skyrocketed, right? You're doing daily things like, Free Fall Friday, Throwback Thursday. That's awesome. That's awesome. Now, what's one thing that you'd like to learn, or one thing that you'd like to have, so that next week you can freaking break through?
Well, I'm planning on having this training series done by this weekend, so I'm gonna split test different methods on Facebook to see what's gonna work the best as far as getting people to buy things like ClickMagic and get residual income from that, and also to buy my training in and of itself. I also have an idea to bounce off of my current training, where I'm going to teach more advanced members after they've completed my training how I've gotten other people to actually get my training. So I'm kind of, thinking ahead on this. But the thing that I kind of struggle with is just writing emails, the follow-up sequence. I don't know. I just have trouble with it. I've been saving some emails that I've been getting from other people to kind of see what I should be working with there, but I'm still not getting it.
Okay. All right, so your biggest struggle has been follow-up sequence and emails, right? I'm going to give you guys a simple formula today, so you guys don't have to struggle with that no more. Really quickly, what's up, Mr. Whatever It Takes? Share with us some victories, right? And share with us some of the results you've gotten, and what's one thing that you would like to learn to break through.
What's up, brother?
What's up, man?
Hey, everybody. Well, the victories is fully understanding how these guys are crushing it with very, very, very little money on Facebook, and implementing Facebook into the solo ads and combining both of them, because there's just different ways that when you're running solo ads you can hit them on Facebook as well, and it's like for very, very, very cheap, so it's nothing expensive, and I'm just working on I'm gonna do a solo ad presentation. I got all these notes on Facebook, so one of my webinars is going to be on Facebook. Another webinar will be on, I'm making a presentation about Twitter, Pinterest. So those are some of the things. I'm just really taking other people's strategy from Tactical Tuesday, doing what they say, and just making a presentation out of it. As far as struggling, I just need more time. It just seems like time just flies by, and taking notes on everything. It's just like, dude, I've watched, like last night it took me 2 hours to watch, I think 65 minutes of some Facebook stuff, just because of stopping and taking notes and stuff like that. But I don't have really any struggles that I can think of now. Just
more time.
As far as getting everything done and just implementing it.
Okay, cool. Hey, by the way, love you guys all. You guys are awesome. Yes. Okay. So you've been you're basically you're starting to understand how to use solo ads with Facebook, intertwining them both to then really to really just lower your ad budget on Facebook because you're kind of doing retargeting, right, or custom audiences, and then you're going to be doing a webinar on Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, and you're using some of the presentations you're teaching on Tactical Tuesday, which is a smart idea. All right, and you're just looking to have more time. All right, cool. So here's what we're going to do, okay? So really quickly, all right, we're going to talk about, first of all, man, let's clap it up, man. Those are that's victories, man. Those are victories. Look, like, man, just clap it up, man, because the truth is, right? Yeah, that's right, man. Clap it up, man. Pat yourself in the back, man. Get excited because success leaves clues, right? Everybody has symptoms, right? You have to learn how to pick up the symptoms in your business because every symptom is like when you go to a doctor. A doctor diagnoses you and says, all right, well, it seems like if it hurts here, when I was a young kid, I had my appendix taken out, and all the doctor did, he just pushed down right here, okay, on the right side of my stomach, okay. He pushed down. That was it. I squealed. It hurt me a lot. He said, "Ma'am, you got to take this kid to the hospital. His appendix is about to blow up." Okay. He didn't probably say it like that. I would have been real scared, right? He probably said it a little nicer, but but it's funny because all he did was he just pressed down instantly. He knew what it was, and you got to start learning the same way. You got to start thinking the same way. Okay, so get excited for the results that you're getting because every day we're creating results. Whether you're not getting any results, the truth is that you're creating results. You're creating results every day, whether you do nothing or you do something, right? The question is, what kind of result do you want to create? Nothing, or do you want to create something that's worth your time and that has some type of meaning, right? So, number one, I want to congratulate Josh, for making money from coaching. Now, here's what I want to let you guys know. If you guys have not gone through there's something called the SLF BizOp, right? It's a self-liquidating funnel, right? And in that training, I teach you guys how to make money from some of the tools that you have, so you can create a marketing budget, so you don't run out of marketing expenses, right? Like some of you guys are affiliate. Some of you guys own some of these tools that you guys have, and you guys are not even affiliates from it. Like my residual income in lead pages is getting closer to $1,000 just from lead pages, right? And there's just so many things that that the easiest thing that you can sell to a lot of people in this industry is tools, right? So in the SLF BizUp, I just teach you how to get people in, how to get them to buy your tools, and then how you can get them into your BizOp, how to get them into your business opportunity by selling them tools, right? Which comes across as you're trying to help them, and then it allows you to display yourself to them that you are worthy of following and that you are an expert and you're awesome. And they'll ask you to join your business, right? Which is a lot different than than how some of the things are taught. So check that out. That's actually in the paid traffic mastery, okay? And it's if you scroll a couple of things down, it's in the solo ad section. Okay, so check this out. All right, so Josh, really quickly, man. In just a couple of words or less, how did it feel to make money from coaching? And you can now use that towards your marketing.
It just felt surreal. Because that was like my first 100 online like that. Like I never made money like that online. So instantly, my day went from okay to I just felt great. So it's just kind of leading up to the symptoms aspect, because once you start to realize the symptoms, you got to put that that strategy forth and actually start building upon that. And that's where you were talking about before, making 100, then making 1,000 and 3,000, so on and so forth. And I think just that thing that was said about the other night, you say 3,000 and you can make $1,000 off that. If you want to propose maybe getting a black card, but they're not okay with that, you wanted to have at least $1,000 in that sale, and it just started to make me think a lot clearer as far as how this is going to function. But overall, it just felt amazing, man. I mean, making money, it puts it forth that idea, the concept of money being an idea. I mean, I made $100 in 10 minutes, you know, kind of. So it was just
So
kind of crazy.
what I want to know and what everyone wants to know, congratulations, dude, okay? Because this is just the beginning, okay? This is just the beginning. All right, what everybody wants to know here is how did you do it, okay? Tell us, you know, and try to get rid of all the fat, right? And just give us the meat. Just give us the nice juicy steak, and let us know how you were able to close a coaching sale, how you did that, and then how did you over deliver on the value that you gave them? How did you do that?
So basically, I started out with reaching out into the community, my iPass community. Saw that someone was needing help just by some keywords that I saw written in the group chat. I reached out. I said, "Hey, looks like you need help. I actually found success online. Here, fill out my survey so I can find out a little bit more about you, and I'll give you a free 15 to 20-minute coaching call." In those coaching calls, I already know everything I need to know about them. If they have a business opportunity, if they're actually serious about it, how much money they want to make, and you know what they have as far as tools, because most of them don't have tools. So that right there lets me know I can sell them at least my affiliates. So lead pages, my autoresponder, and even you know, I can throw in bonuses in there. You know, my traffic vendor and so on and so forth. But that pretty much led up to that, because once I got them to buy lead pages and get response, I now have money that's going to be coming in from there. And then I just kind of said, hey, you know, I usually charge $250 per coaching, but today I'm going to knock it down, you know, $150. So for $100, I'm going to help you set up your lead pages, your capture page, your get response, and then just setting up the overall funnel. And that's pretty much how it led to me making it $100.
Dude, congratulations, dude, man. Dude, I am so pumped up for you, man. I'm gonna give you a shout out, okay? Look, dude, you're freaking awesome, dude, okay? Look, listen, if you can do this, right? This same concept applies. You do the same concept to the list, your email list, and the people on Facebook, right? This is what you do, man. So let me explain to you what he did, okay? He did a free 15 to 20-minute coaching call, okay? And the reason why he did that, in that 15 to 20-minute coaching call, he literally just walked them through activating some of the tools that they need in their business to succeed that they didn't have. And then after he gave them value and he walked them through, he said, look, listen, I'm sure that you love this presentation, you love this coaching. If you want me to create your funnel, okay, now he's making himself valuable. He's thinking outside the box and he's saying, what am I good at? I'm good at creating funnels. I know how to create a capture page, a bridge page. Some people don't know how to do this, right? And they'd love for you to help them out. Right? They love for you to help them out. And then he said, well, I normally charge X amount of dollars, but today if you take action, it's only $100, and I'll walk you through, I'll create your capture page, I'll do this for you. $100 were made. That $100 can be used for Facebook PPC, it can be used for solo ads, it can be used for Bing PPC, whatever it is, right? And that's awesome. At the same time, he built his residual income from lead pages, which is awesome. Congratulations, dude, and thank you for taking massive action, and thank you for leading by example. And dude, you're rocking it out, man. Right? So that's congratulations. All right. So let's talk about one of the problems that Josh is having. Okay, emailing. Okay, everybody has this problem. Everybody has this problem in the beginning. What do you write on the emails? What do you write on the subject? Look, listen. Here's the best way to write the best email copy ever. Write the email. Write this down. Write the email as if you're talking to them, as if you're talking to them, right? Write the email as if you're talking to them, okay? I'm going to give you an example right now, okay? I'm going to pull out one of my emails that got a really high open rate and click-through rate, okay? And when I show you, you're going to be like, what is this? There's nothing special that he's doing. He's just talking to them like he's his friend, right? So give me 1 second as I look it up. But does that make sense? Write your emails as if you're talking to someone. And the whole objective, there's 3 objectives. Write this down. Okay, the first objective is the open rate. Okay, what's the open rate? Who can answer that? What is the open rate, and why is that so important?
The open rate is, you know, how frequent these people are opening their emails and just actually clicking on your email. That means that the importance behind that is that you're somehow, from your subject, grabbing their attention as to, you know, what you want them to open. That's the number one thing you want to do, is actually capture their attention from their entire email list and seeing whatever it is you write, it's grabbing their attention. They want to know more about it.
Exactly. Okay, exactly. So let me show you one of my emails here. So Josh said it's it's just getting them to open your email, right? So how do you grab people's attention? Many different ways. Ambiguity, curiosity, all right? Anything that creates emotions, right? And there's so many different ways to do this, right? Get on other people's lists, right? When you're going through your email, ask yourself, why did I open this email? Why did I open it, right? And get some ideas from that. Get some ideas from that. But let me show you really quickly. Okay, let me show you really fast here if you guys can see or not.